And here we are continuing with our Magic the Gathering Bonanza, and we are today unboxing Streets of New Capenne, the Commander decks. We've got all 4 of them, and they're all tricolour. Yeah. They're all tricolour, aren't they? Yeah. And we also got the corresponding theme boosters, a product which I really like. Yes. A lot of people hate on them, which I don't understand, but they're really good, and they also contain 35 additional cards. And the good thing about these is, if you just add lands, you have a playable 60 card deck. So if you really want to get your feet wet, don't know if this is interesting for you, you can get one of these, just add lands and then play. Okay, so we will start with the Obscura, Operation, and the Cabaretti Cacophony. And let's start with the cats.
Okay, let's do kitties first.
And we have scissors just in case. And apparently there is a small
booster sample
for the collector boosters.
With legendary 2 traditional foils.
Okay. Okay, that's the one where they have the
Okay, so this is empty, so you get a little bit of extra packaging material, extra signage, decorations. Probably not to be used. And the cards are in a lovely little box.
Can you give me the box again? Because there's supposed to be this collector booster thingy in there somewhere.
It's not here. It's a question if it's in here.
Okay, in that case. Because remember in the other ones they were
they were separate. That's why I was like, nothing in there.
It's got the full art.
Yeah, so in the back you can see, so you know which commander this is. And then you have fill material. And what you get next to the box is then clearly one commander counter.
Does it have the... Okay, but it's
her sign basically. It's the same sign you have on the box. You have the special, that's her.
And you also get her as a thicker card for your collection.
Yep. You have one little
sample
shiny sample booster, and you have all the cards. And you have the description with the art of her, which is quite nice. Playing the deck, the commander rules, and a little bit background for Kitty Canto, Mayhem Diva. Most people around here got too many secrets to be too fond of a songbird, but them Cabaretti ain't kidding when they say Kit Canto's the only one worth a listen. Who knew Jet Mia would find the real cat's meow down a subway stairwell, purring peppy jazz for pennies.
Okay.
Now she's taking top billing center stage at Cabaretti's main drag every night.
Also, he hired her.
Ain't no spotlight in town that ain't Iron Kit, and she dang glows in him.
Okay.
Them glittering sequins might be makeup, or heck, maybe even magic. She is real keen on them druid versus those Cabaretti preach, and croons them like lyrics. Interesting how they write it.
Yeah. Well,
hearing it makes you feel like real gold, it does. But to be sure, leave some roses on stage when the curtain closes, you know? Set her off and you'll learn this kitten's got claws. That microphone of hers can cast some nasty spells that'll set you howling. Or maybe she used them swing musician street smarts and just straight up beat your face. Meow out.
Okay.
Interesting. So let's first have a peek in this. Oh, here we have the tokens in the back.
And they should be double-sided. They should not...
So here we have the Oder tokens, and on the back you have the +1. This is... It's very thin, but at least I like this a little bit more than when it's in the packaging.
Yeah.
And then we have... This is the thick version.
That you can put into your... I guess you could even put it into your commander zone, because you don't really play with the commander. They just sit there until you play them. So in theory...
Or you can... I have seen some boxes where you put this one in the front, that you know which commander it is.
Yeah.
And then we have a lot of tokens. So we have the... Let's see.
Oh, we have Eldrazi.
Eldrazi Spawn and Human.
This is the same human we found in the Bloomborough commanders.
Another Eldrazi and a Human Soldier.
Cat beast.
The cat beast.
Oh, makes sense because she is a cat, and
that's a soldier we know. We have a devil.
Okay. And another soldier.
We have an ogre. And an insect. I haven't seen that insect card yet.
It's a nice one.
Yeah, it's a nice one. The beast. I know that token for sure. Sapperling, definitely. We have some tree folk, which clearly for the druid.
Spider.
Spider.
That's a nasty spider.
An elf warrior.
Worm.
And sandworm.
Citizen.
Citizen with
food.
Food is always helpful. The beautiful treasure tokens. And a rhino warrior.
And where's the actual commander? Oh, it's
the commander.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm quite sure.
Okay.
So she's red, green, and white color-wise. And let's opening these ones. The usual problem finding. Yeah. That.
I can't get over the chauffeurs because that is the chauffeur card that we saw in the Bloomborough Commander.
I still don't get why they put it in Bloomborough. It's so bizarre because the first card you get it in the Bloomborough deck, which doesn't make sense at all.
Because they don't have drivers.
Here it makes total sense. So we have that, then we have the Grand Crescendo, Master of Ceremonies, then we have one of the ugly cards.
Indulgent Excess. I mean, I like these kind of like Indulgent Excess and Dusk and Dawn, but the card is terrible to play.
Life of Party.
Rose Room Treasurer.
Seize the Spotlight. That's lovely art.
Yes.
Crash the Party. There's a lot of rhinos in here for sure.
That was in Bloomborough as well.
Scepter of Celebration.
Vivian Stampede. Do you know a Vivian?
Vivian is one of the Planeswalkers.
Okay.
I have at least 2 Vivian Planewalker cards.
Best Soul Nourisher.
She could technically be
yeah, she could.
Cabaret Confluence. This is 3 colored sorcery.
Yeah. Prosperous Partnership.
We have False Lord artifact.
Okay. Called the Copper Coats. Duelist's Heritage.
Oh, that one. I know. That one I have. Definitely.
I mean, seriously, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's the one that creates a cat beast. I have a few cards out of this set just by accident because I just looked for cat cards for my Ajani deck. And this just fell in right. Destroy all creatures with power greater than target creature's power.
Okay, so you select one and then, okay. But that's an entire board, like Marshall Clue. Again, lovely art.
The art is really nice.
Agitator Ant.
That's nice art, I have to say.
Kazul, Tyrant of the Cliff.
Okay, that's an ogre you don't want to meet.
Magus of the Wheel.
Wizard. Looks undead.
Outpost
Siege.
Zorzoth, Chaos Rider.
That's also nice art, I have to say.
Araster of the Endless Web. It's a spider.
Yes.
And it's got reach. Awakening Zone.
I think most spiders have reach.
Yeah,
which makes sense that the spider webs.
They all do. Beastmaster's Ascension, beautiful card.
That would also work in my white-green Johnny.
Yes.
I definitely... Isn't that an Innistrad
as well? Lambhold is a place in Innistrad, yes. Sandworm Convergence.
That looks like in Dune. And Skid Swarm.
Shamanic Revelation. This, I believe, is actually from Tarkir.
That might be. Then we have
this is definitely a reprint. It's not from the Sylvan Offering. Thunderfoot Baloth.
The artifact.
Mutation.
Assemble the Legion. Aura Mutation.
Destroy target enchantment. Create X 1/1 green sub-prowling creature tokens where X is that enchantment's mana value.
Not bad.
Very nice.
Camaraderie. That's a lovely art. Gain X life and then draw X cards, where X is the number of creatures you control. I like this card. Gahi, not one.
He can stir the gentlest spirit to wild ferocity. It's a beast.
Yeah.
Okay.
March of the Multitudes.
I think we've seen this somewhere else.
Yeah, some of them at least are familiar.
March of the Multitudes sounds really familiar. Selvala, Explorer Returned.
Then we have Idol of Oblivion. And then we have
the lands.
A few of the special one. Exotic Orchid is not special. You find that in almost every set. Fortified. So nice mix of multicolored ones. Temple of Triumph.
Wind brisk heights. They could have put this perfectly into the commanders for...
yeah, but the hideaway technology, I think, is not in that. Then we have Rumor Gatherer.
So these are now the proper sizzling soloist. Very nice. Cabaret de Charme.
The Cabaret de Courtier.
Some land, intangible virtue.
Some enchantment.
Oars of Advocate. Path to Exile. That would fit to your
That looks
Ajani.
like Ajani, to be honest. Well, there is an Ajani card in the New Capenne setting.
Okay.
Not sure lore-wise if he's really been there, but Beast Within.
Cultivate. Harmonize.
So there are a few of the green cards that are definitely also you can find with different art in other sets as well.
Sakura. This one was also in the Sakura tribe was in Bloomborough as well. Yeah. Wood Elves.
There we have the Boros charm. We had a few of the Boros, different enchantments and so on in the.
Okay, that's the Arcane
Signet. Bloodthirsty Blade.
Commander Sphere.
Now we have the Velvet Stone, the Soul Ring we've seen in Bloomborough as well. Although honestly, I think the Soul Ring is in almost every set.
It's in all commanders. Yeah, it's a commander thing. Yeah.
Although here the art is different than the ones.
It is different. Yeah.
Then we have land again. Oh, this is a cute one. Jungle.
Red landscape.
That is a cute one. What a nice
panorama.
one. That one we know from Bloomsbury.
Yes, we do.
I think that
These
one
two, the thriving ones as well. Yeah.
That one I'm not sure.
No, but we've got the thriving bluffs and the thriving
one
heath.
Definitely. And then we have
and where's the commander card then?
At the back.
Oh, okay.
Are the two. So the lands are the normal lands.
No, they're all New Capenne, but
all
we
New
have full
Capenne.
art and not
and
full
then
art.
we have full art, one of each.
A mountain, a plains, and a forest.
So we have these in foils already. You know that. Then we have the usual card of how to play, and then we have the two. Let's get these ones out of the way.
And also find out what they actually do, because that's going to be interesting.
So we have the main character, Kit.
When Kitty Kanto enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token. At the beginning, kann man schlecht lesen. At the beginning of combat?
Yeah.
On each player's turn, you may tap 2 untapped creatures you control. When you do, target creature that player controls gets +2/+2 and gains trample until the end of turn. Goad that creature.
Oh, there's the goat again that we need to check up on.
Well, I did. Basically, this is interesting if you play with more than 2 players in the commander, because you goad the creature to attack another player other than yourself. So you first buff them and then you send them against another player.
So, okay, and then we have
Feybind Boss's Confidant.
She's also cat. So cat tokens, no, creature tokens you control have haste and then parlay. If the beginning of combat on your turn, each player reveals the top card of the library. For each land card revealed this way, you create a 1/1 green-white citizen creature token. Then creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn for each non-land card revealed this way. Then each player draws a card.
So they basically reveal and then they draw that card.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to say this is clearly set up for multiplayer.
Yeah.
Which is, I always hate it a little bit because at least she will not make sense in a one-to-one game.
No.
So, but the art is lovely.
The art is great.
The art is really lovely. And then we have the little collector one.
And she looks really cattish. She looks really feline.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
the art
really
is
nice.
really well done. Okay, let's see what we have.
Let's see what we have. Okay, we have Werdet, commercial. Then I have the Structural Assault full art.
Very nice.
That's a rare one.
And it's a rare one, yeah. Destroy all artifacts. Deals damage to each creature equal to the number of artifacts that were into... Okay.
Wow.
Whoa.
And then we... I have exactly that one in this version.
Really?
And I'm quite sure I have it in foil as well.
This is a beautiful card.
That's the one I ordered separately because I just was on the look for beautiful
But
cards.
now you have 2. I mean, that's brilliant. It's always nice to have 2.
I think you have one as well.
I'm not sure. I've got one where two cat ladies are standing next to a door, and it's like you are not allowed private party. I'm not sure if this is the same one.
That's the one.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got this one, but it's a beautiful card.
Yeah.
Okay, super.
Awesome. That is really cute.
Then let's see what we have here.
Okay, for theme boosters, there's no pretty way to open it.
We do a scissors. Scissors are for weaklings like me.
Clearly I opened it on the wrong side.
Is there something at the top?
Yeah.
Okay.
That it's not. The thing is, these ones, they could make half as big from packaging.
That's true.
Because it's just cards in there. That's it. That's basically half of the package. So, let's see.
So this should only be new Capenne. This should be nothing else.
I think so. So let's see. We have Strangle, which would work perfectly in any strat as well.
Yes. Yeah.
3 damage to target player.
Then the Sizzling Solos, we've seen this.
Rakish,
Regulars, we haven't seen those yet.
Elf, Druid, Rogue. Create a 1/1 green-white citizen. Okay, I need a lot of 1/1 green-white citizen creature tokens. Okay, and that is then the
definitely one we haven't seen. Attended Socialite. Venom Connoisseur, no.
The Racist Ring.
We've seen this
in the last.
Yeah, in the collector boosters. Jackhammer.
There we have the Cavalry Charm again. The Daring Escape we've seen in the other unboxing as well.
Yes, it's these two ladies.
Yeah,
it's Giada and Elspeth.
Yeah.
Most Wanted.
Exactly. Then we have Reach to Rumble. Bouncer Beatdown. Then we have another land, Botanical Plaza. Capenne Express.
This reminds me of these Horror on the Orient Express modern version. Yeah. This kind of train. Yeah. Sticky Fingers.
Then we have a Security Rocks.
We've seen this before.
Jet Muse Fixer. Definitely. Cat Warrior.
We've seen this one because there we saw that they have horns. Stimulus package, we see this before.
We've seen that as well. I don't think the Comedy Caterer we definitely haven't seen.
Rocco.
An Elf Druid. The Courtyard,
that
I think we've
familiar.
seen. The Glittermonger again. A Brazen Upstart.
Jewel Thief, no.
A Cat Rogue.
Gold Hound.
Treasure Dog. First Strike.
Where is the
Menace.
dog? Oh,
there's the golden thingy. Sacrifice add-on one, okay.
Another Cabaret Charm. Cabaret Initiate. It's a raccoon. Warm welcome. Ballroom Brawlers. Attended Socialite.
We know that one. Celebrity Fencer. Elf Druid. That's beautiful. And they really all have horns. It's interesting.
This is the one that I was talking about. The two ladies. This is the one that I have. Elegant Entourage. Exhibition Magician.
That's
very
nice. Art.
Witty Roast Master.
The Roast Master. I love this.
And the Evolving
Door.
I have to say that this time around we only had maximum of two per card in this, whereas in the other ones that we opened we sometimes had up to 3. So this is a really nice mix.
It's a really nice mix.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to the Obscura operation, which is white, blue and black. And we will see how that works. It's got Kami's the Obscura Oculus as the main commander.
So you have different signs.
Yeah.
But also.
And he's also, or they are also on the back. And let's see, got some the normal stuff. Life counter, how to play the game. Let's take a look at and some information on how to play this deck. Kami's obscura oculus. Kamis don't miss a single thing going on in the city. The spy master dame's giving every citizen the turnaround. We should really leave this to somebody who's an American hard-boiled.
Yeah, it's really...
and only the obscura know her name. Fortune tellers love her, so she's a she, actually, because she'll make anything she says come true. Started off by trying to be a reporter till she finds out every paper's printing complete bunk for whosoever has the deepest pockets. Always the bookish type, she never took to them interviews anyway. Them subjects always giving her funny looks, what with those glowy blue eyes of hers. And she's got webbed fingers. She's downright sick of all of them stares. So what's she up to? What's she up and do? Gets herself a job with Rafine, out of sight from prying eyes. On her first assignment, she goes and blackmails a corrupt politico into stepping down from office. Worked her way up through the organization right quick after that. Then, when she cooks up a spell, what can let her see through walls, she shoots right to the top. Now, kiddo runs the whole network from sewer to skyscraper. No info safe no more. Guess she's still a journalist in that way, yeah? Since all the paper stories now come straight from her rumor mill. Okay, so... yeah, here you can see that she looks partly female. Yeah. Oh, look. There's a horned something in her chest.
No, in her conjuring.
Oh.
It looks like a portal or so that she's opening.
Oh, that's maybe when she looks through walls. Yeah. Okay. So I'm interested to see how this plays. So let's see. This is the hefty one for the art. I'm going to cut this open. I can't be bothered. Okay. Kami's obscura. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature can't be blocked this turn. It connives. Then choose another attacking creature with lesser power. That creature gains double strike until the end of turn. To have a creature connive, draw a card, then discard a card. If you discarded a non-land card, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. Okay, so that's conniving.
That's a beautiful art. So art-wise, the card is really nice. It's beautiful,
but it's also a really good card that you can use even if you're just playing against one person. So we've got a tentacle and a channel of wits. Zombie Naga Wizard. We've got another tentacle and a clue. And another tentacle. So I'm seeing tentacles in your future. Fairy. Rogue.
Oh, the man with the butcher knife. We know him.
Yeah. Fairy, rogue, squid. Okay, that gives me nightmares already.
Yeah, the squid doesn't look nice.
Okay, this is now a very old mechanic, Island Walk. This creature can't be blocked as long as defending player controls an island. So if you play against somebody who doesn't have blue, this is an auto hit.
That is crazy.
And I actually prefer the German version of it because they call it Island Camouflage and it makes much more sense.
Yeah.
Thopter.
And the treasure token. And you have... Yep.
Okay. Where did the art thing go?
You have to unbutton.
Okay. Okay. It was a long week. Can you read that again? It can't be blocked. The thing.
This creature can't be blocked as long as defending player controls an island.
So basically, if you have an island, it can simply walk from island to island. You can't interrupt it. Okay, this is how this works.
Champion of the Wits is nice. When Champion of the Wits enters the battlefield, you may draw cards equal to its power. If you do so, discard 2 cards, and it starts with 4/4.
So here we've got the actual foil card again. It's a really beautiful card, and the alternate is Tivit, the Seller of Secrets.
That's a nice art.
Oh, he's a Sphinx for my Sphinx deck. He would be a Sphinx, a possible Sphinx commander.
Oh yeah.
Flying Ward 3, Council's Dilemma. Whenever Tivit enters the battlefield or deals combat damage to a player, starting with you, each player votes for evidence or bribery. For each evidence vote, investigate. For each bribery vote, create a treasure token. While voting, you may vote an additional time. So I get to vote twice, you get to vote once. The votes can be different choices or for different choices or for the same choice. Okay, so investigate means you create a clue token, and does it mean that I get them or that everybody gets them?
I'm not sure. The whole clue
We
and
will have to
investigation
check.
is still something I haven't caught up with because I was focused on Bloomberg. So
a set that we love, by the way. Aerial Extortionist, Bird Soldier. Look. Jailbreak. That's cute.
That's a cute one.
Oh.
The
You could have put this into Bloomberg.
Yeah, that would have worked in Bloomberg.
Cephalid Face Taker. Oh, that's the card that we saw before.
Yeah.
At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may have Cephalid Face Taker become a copy of another target creature until the end of turn, except it's a 1/4 and has this creature can't be blocked.
We definitely had that.
But she has the additional abilities of whatever this other card has. Change of plans. Very nice. Into Deep. An aura enchantment, split second. As long as the spell is on the stack, players can't cast spells or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities.
Oh.
Mask of the Schemer. Skyway Robber. That's a very nice card. A Bird Rogue. Lethal Scheme. Convoke. Your creatures can help cast this spell. Oh, that's like Sing Together.
Yeah.
Destroy, and it's not even that expensive. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Okay, nice. Misfortune Teller.
That's a nice one art-wise. It's really pretty.
And the next one as well. I like the what they did with her hair. Life insurance.
Well.
Didn't work out. Obscura Confluence. Oscar Rubbish Reclaimer, a human wizard, legendary creature, could work as a commander for blue-black. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each different mana value among cards in your graveyard. Mana value, okay. Whenever you discard a non-land card, you may cast it from your graveyard. Okay. Currency Converter. Archon of Coronation, beautiful card, creature flying.
That's a beautiful art.
Absolutely. Austere Command.
You become the monarch. That's an interesting. As long as you're the monarch, damage doesn't cause you to lose life.
When a creature deals combat damage to you, its controller still becomes the monarch. When a creature deals combat damage to you, its controller still... Okay, so basically then...
The role of the monarch is moving. Interest, because I haven't read monarch, at least not actively so far.
So there must be a role card.
Yeah, I suspect so.
Oh, we've got Dusk Dawn. This is one that we've seen multiple times.
Yeah, still layout. We are not
Terrible.
talking about it.
Sun Titan. Beautiful card.
I love that card. It's beautiful, yeah. And it's a good card.
It's a very
really
good card.
Playing it.
Champion of Wits. Naga Wizard. Chasm Skulker. There comes my Thalassophobia, because this is a swimming thing. Commit. And Memory. Ghostly Pilferer. Spirit Rogue. You could find this in Innistrad.
Oh yeah.
Identity Thief. It's a shapeshifter. Nadir Kraken. Stolen Identity. This is all about identity theft. Custodi Lich. A zombie cleric. Drana, Liberator of Malakir.
That's nice.
I will not live as a slave.
A vampire ally. Legendary for full black.
If you would be free, then fight alongside me. Graveblade Marauder.
That's also nice art. I don't like the death touch part. Never like that, except it's on my card.
Nightmare Unmaking. That's a very interesting, you know, like how they dissolve.
Yeah.
Exile each creature with power greater than the number of cards in your hand. Okay. Exile each creature with power less than the number of cards in your hand.
Oh.
And it's not, for what it does, it's not that expensive either.
5 is okay.
Profane Command. Alila, Artful Provocateur. Legendary creature, Fairy Warlock.
Oh, she can be a commander for sure.
Flying, Death Touch, Lifelink. I love this card already.
Heck?
Other creatures you control with flying get +1/+0. Whenever you cast an artifact or enchantment spell, create a 1/1 blue fairy creature token.
She's a good commander.
She's a lot better commander than the other two.
Yeah.
She's a lot better.
We had that in other commander decks as well, that we found cards in there where we thought they are much nicer as commander.
And she's also a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh, she costs as much as Kami's, but I would actually use her instead. So we're going to put her to the side. Meet your new commander, guys. Daxos of Meletis. He's from Theros.
Yeah.
Human Soldier. And in a way, it's not as jarring. Although this is from the Greek block, it's not as jarring as with Bloomburrow.
No, Bloomburrow just because it's animals.
Yeah.
And not any kind of human creature-like things. That's why I'm so...
And this is either Kamigawa or Takia. Ojutai. It's a beautiful card.
Yeah.
Fallen Shinobi. A zombie ninja.
That is not... Oh, it's a nice art.
Ninjutsu.
I don't want to meet them.
For 2 and 1 blue and 1 black. Return an unblocked attacker you control to hand. Put this card onto the battlefield from your hand tapped and attacking. Wow. We like this. Shadow Mage Infiltrator. Silent Blade Oni. Okay, so that's again another Kamigawa card.
Yeah, I've seen a few Kamigawa in there, so... Ooh, that's a beautiful art.
It's a Thief of Sanity, a spectre flying. Whenever Thief of Sanity deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 3 cards of that player's library. Exile one of them face down, then put the rest into their graveyard. You may look at and cast that card for as long as it remains in exile, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any type to cast that spell.
Holy.
And especially since you do it face down, so basically you only look at the other person's card. They don't know what you're seeing. This is definitely Tarkir. That's one of their not ogres.
Hawks?
Yeah. Exile target non-land permanent. I like this card. Rexial the Risen Deep.
Kraken.
It's a
Island Walk and Swamp Walk.
This creature can't be blocked as long
it's
as
on swamp or
defending
island.
controls an island or a swamp. Either or. As long as, so you have to have one.
Yep.
Create a spike. Strionic Resonator. Okay, whatever that is, I have no idea.
It looks like a Stimmgabel. I'm not sure how it's called in English.
Tuning fork.
Tuning fork.
Copy target triggered ability you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. They explain what a triggered ability is. Uses the words when, whenever, or at. Choked Estuary, that's a land. Creeping Tar Pit, another land. So we now see a lot of lands. Darkwater Catacombs, Exotic Orchard, Fetid Heath, Port Town. That's definitely Innistrad vibes. Prairie Stream, Skycloud. That's a beautiful...
Prairie Stream is in Bloomsbury as well.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Skycloud maybe as well.
This looks beautiful.
It looks beautiful.
Sunken Hollow, Temple of Silence.
There are some that I really think they reuse for Bloomsbury.
Just like... An offer you can't refuse, and now we're entering
Compenna.
Counter target non-creature spell. Its controller creates 2 treasure tokens. Elspeth wanted answers. Xander needed a spy. Their paths were destined to cross. Obscura Charm. Obscura Storefront. It's a land. Swords to Plowshares. You had this in your Bloomsbury, but with rabbits. Yeah. Daring Saboteur. Looter Il Core. Core Rogue. Shadow. This creature can block or be blocked by only creatures with shadow. Okay, so this is coming back because I've got a lot of vintage cards where there's vintage cards. Treasure Cruise. Whirler Rogue. It's an artificer. Ink Fathom Witch. Okay, that's weird. That card is simply, the art is weird.
Merfolk Wizard. The Merc of the Wonder Bride concealed unseen rituals designed to bring out the worst in mankind.
Fear. This creature can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and or black creatures.
Each unblocked creature has a base power and toughness for 1 until end of turn. Okay. Wow, but it's an impressive art.
But it's really different from the other art styles. Mask of Riddles.
That's a nice one.
Equipped creature has fear. It can't, okay. Arcane Signet, okay. Azorius Signet.
Yeah,
Commander
that's the
Sphere.
usual ones that we know.
Demir Signet. Fellwar Stone. Orzhov Signet. Sol Ring.
I was like, where's this one?
Swiftfoot.
That's
Boots.
also one we've seen quite often. I think in Bloomsbury I had it as well.
Yeah, you did.
No,
Wayfarer's Bauble.
That's a nice one.
Yeah. Which they could easily have put into
Search
Bloomsbury
library
and keep it in.
Yes.
And keep it in theme.
Why didn't they put that one in
I
there?
have no idea. Arcane Sanctum. Ash Barrens. Command Tower again. Esper Panorama. Myriad Landscapes. Path of Ancestry. Rogue's Passage and Thriving Heath, Thriving Island, Thriving Moor.
Yeah, that's the one.
And then we have the normal New Capenne lands, plains.
Yeah, that's only the 2.
Oh, look at this island.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
And we would see.
Although the land cards of New Capenne are all really pretty.
And then we have the swamp, and the other swamp. And then we have the full art island, plains, islands and swamp, which is more like a sewers. So it's a beautiful, okay, well, I'm happy with the set, but I would definitely go for a different commander. I would choose this
for me
card.
as well, I need to look in peace and quiet, but...
Yeah, I mean, in my case, the good thing is it's...
one-to-one, I can't really use a commander for multiple players.
So, let's see what we have here.
Okay. No, there's no ripping. Do you want scissors?
Yes, please. Thank you. Snip, snips. Thank you. Corpse Explosion. And Riveteer's Charm. This is a beautiful
card.
And in foil as well. Brilliant.
Nice.
Very nice. Okay, and then we have the
nice cards in there.
Very nice cards in there. I'm actually quite happy with this commander deck. So unlike the Bloomsboro one, I would actually leave it like this.
Yeah, these to try. For me, I would need to see because these multiplayer cards are quite. Yeah. I would sort
useless.
Them out and use something else.
But in my case, actually...
Definitely.
Yeah.
Blank Aggression is the way to open these.
Yeah. So we'll see how many triples we have. Because you didn't have any, you just had a couple of doubles.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rebel Ruiner. Sky Crier, a bird citizen.
That's a nice one.
Kitten coming up.
Patch up, that's nice. Return.
He looks like a Chinese sage with a beard. Deal Gone Bad. Expendable Lackey. Raffine's Silencer. Raffine's Informant, or Raffine.
Yeah.
Raffine's Guidance. Illuminator Virtuoso. Security Bypass. Inspiring overseer, an angel cleric. Paragon of modernity. I read maternity. It's not as bad. Obscura charm. An obscura storefront. We saw those in the Commander. Shattered seraph. Quasar, augur of agonies. Obscura initiate. Those bird citizens.
Yeah.
Extract the truth.
That's
Rogues
nice
gallery. We've seen this before.
Yeah,
Murder. We've definitely seen this.
That one art-wise, I really enjoy because it's a bit different.
Yeah. Murder. Sewer crocodile. Sleep with the fishes. Corrupt court official. Revel ruiner. Echo inspector. Fairy vandal. Sky cry. So this is our first double. Obscura storefront and obscura charm second. Third and fourth double. Case the joint. We don't have this yet.
Oh.
Nimble larcenist. Ooh, very nice. Another bird.
Another bird.
Shattered seraph. We've seen this before. Majestic metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. That's where you put the emphasis. And cemetery tampering. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Exile one face down, then put the rest on the bottom in a random order. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may mill 3 cards. Then, if there are 20 or more cards in your graveyard, you may play the exile card without paying its money. Ooh!
That's not bad.
Especially if you've got really expensive cards.
Yep.
Again, very nice. I'm happy. So far, I'm happy with this deck, and I would actually play it without changing it.
Well, I would change, but there are nice cards in there.
Yeah, very nice. And they are all on theme. I mean, this is again the thing, they are all on theme. So do we want to proceed to your...
Go.
The next one is the rhino, isn't it?
Or do we
want
that's yours.
Yeah.
Let me do go first. So next one I have is...
Bedecked brokers.
With Perry the Pulverizer. And again, we have the theme booster as well. So he's my typical color combination, green, white and blue. And I already, in the other deck, I have a lot of rhinos as well, so I'm curious to see.
And you could probably build a tribal rhino deck out of this.
Yeah.
If you were to dissolve
So
it.
here we have like trample and so on, like tokens. So a few of them might be helpful. So, let's see. Box again with Mr. Rhino on the back.
He looks very impressive with his
yes.
hammer.
And let's see. So the typical one, we have the foiled one, we have the live counter, we have him and the tokens, and we have him and all the other cards. Let's see what
We'll find out about him
say.
and his personality.
So there we have him. At least
He's wearing a monocle.
Yes, he wears a monocle.
Okay.
And there we have Perry the Pulverizer. Perry's the toughest agents those high-hat brokers have got. But he didn't start out that way. No, sir. Big kid for his age back then, and he ran errands for a watchmaker down in Werdet. But the old tinkerer was down on his luck, never made the rent in time, bless his soul. So Perry swears he'll do right by his friend and enters the boxing ring for some of that sweet, sweet prize money. Turns out he's good at swinging those big fists, real good. Earns himself a shiny new nickname, Pulverizer. But violence for money never sat quite right with Perry. It all changed when Perry and his boss was talking up some new timepiece over coffee. And a nearby robbery goes south. The getaway car starts barreling straight towards their table. But wouldn't you know it, Perry body slams that jalopy into the pavement. Saved the old man's life, but the watch didn't make it. The bossman himself, Falcus Barra, comes to check out the damage and obviously takes a shine to Perry's hero act. Offers him a new gig. Swinging a big gavel this time for the good guys. Heck, even made him some fine armor from that wrecked car. So that is the car that he's wearing.
Okay.
But Perry's still carrying around that smashed up watch, sentimental and all, but no, not like he'll admit to that. So he's a softie in the inside, we see.
I have to say, I like his story best so far.
He's really sounds sympathetic, like a good guy.
Yeah, he sounds like the guy you want to party with.
So then we have Perry the Pulverizer.
When he enters the battlefield, put a shield counter on target creature. If it would be dealt damage or destroyed, okay. Counter. Whenever Perry attacks, target creature you control gains trample and gets +X/+X until the end of turn, where X is the number of different kinds of counters among permanents you control. Different kinds. That might be interesting.
He's
definitely independent of number of players.
Ooh. Then token-wise, Elemental. I love this Elemental card. Clue. Then we have a clue, Elemental, and a clue. You're
going to be creating elementals like crazy.
Elementals and clues.
Fish.
Hello, Mr. Fish. We know you. And more clues.
You're going to create
elephants.
I
love the elephant with clues. Okay, I only get clues and I have a copy. And a lot of clues.
And a lot of elephants and creatures that could eat me alive. Okay.
So let's open and let's do it like you did. Let's start with the official commanders. So we already saw Barry. And he has crossed the defense contract. Another kitten.
Okay.
I forgot about him. Now that I see him, I'm like, yes, that's it. Cat Advisor. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a shield counter on target creature an opponent controls. Whenever you put one or more counters on a creature you don't control, tap that creature and goad it. It gains trample until your next turn.
So you would then get it to, because the thing is, when you goad it, can you goad a creature I control to attack me? Or would it only be a third person?
Third person, as far as I understand. So he would not be helpful.
No.
Although the art is really lovely.
The art is lovely. More than lovely. The art is amazing. And here the
foil really
shines
nicely.
Yeah.
The foil in the text, it's a nice touch, but it makes it sometimes really hard to read.
From where I sit, I actually can't make it out.
No, I can from this angle, but it's really so.
Oh.
Ooh. Angel Advisor.
Do you know who she reminds me of? She reminds me of Maleficent.
A little bit, yeah.
Contractual safeguard. Damning verdict. Resourceful defense.
That looks like a cat as well.
Another Evangelist. Avon Courier. Shield Broker.
I've definitely seen that one before.
That's when we said he looks like a Mind Flayer. Bribe Taker.
I'm right. No. Family's Favor.
That looks familiar.
Looks like Guardian of the Galaxy.
Yeah, and you said at the same time, yeah. Park Heighters. What Park Heights?
Maverick.
Okay.
Agent's Toolkit. Excuse me, air. Don't move cards.
Stop breathing. Broker's Confluence. Denry Klin.
Editor, Cat Advisor. Enters the battlefield with your choice of +1 first strike vigilance counter. Whenever non-token creature you control enters the battlefield, put the same number. He would be a nice commander for a two-colored commander deck.
But also they combine with your commander because you can choose what kind of token, and for him it's how many different types of tokens you have. Gavel of the Righteous, that's his gavel.
There we have
Avenging Hunt Bonder.
I've definitely seen a card in another set, I'm quite sure. Declaration of Stone. Hoofprints of the Stag. This is also one, I think it was in the Bloomsbury as well.
And there it works. It works.
Luminarch Aspirant. Cleric.
Planar Outburst.
Sorcery.
Together Forever. Midnight Clock. Tezzeret's Gambit. Forgotten Ancient. Incubation Druid. Okay, so she creates things. Rishka, Pima, Renegade.
In between as well.
Rishka's Expertise.
Oh, we have another Ooze. Ooze is
That's
always
one
good.
we found in Estrada as well. The Scavenging Ooze.
The Slippery Bog Bonder. Love it. That's a cute card.
It is. What is that thing? Is that
probably a bog?
Well, a bog is a swamp.
I have no idea what he is.
When Slippery Bog Bonder enters the battlefield, put a hexproof counter on target creature. Then move any number of counters from among creatures you control onto that. Okay.
So you can buff.
Steel Bane Hydra.
Turtle Hydra, that's interesting. There's the Ajani card. It's the second time I have it now because I ordered it before even you all get into the setup.
He looks really amazing in this picture. I mean, he always looks very imposing, but that's...
For me, it's still weird that I have a Planeswalker in a commander deck.
But this is not the first commander deck that you've opened where there's a... You always get them. Yeah, I never do.
For me, it's always weird, I have to say. I would never put a Planeswalker in a commander.
Even my Miomancer, is that even a word? Mimiomancer.
It's a bird wizard.
At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a feather counter on target creature. If you do, that creature has base power and toughness 3/1.
And flying.
And is flying for as long as it has a feather counter on it. Okay.
Interesting.
And another counter, a different type of counter for you again.
There are a lot of counters in this game. This will be a headache to play. I'm a bit careful on how it will turn out. Evolve. Then we have Janara,
Asura of War.
That's a typical angel card.
But she would also be a possible commander. She's legendary creature.
That's true. Flying, put a counter, but she doesn't do...
No, but... Yeah. Roalesque Apex Hybrid.
Human Mutant. Flying and trample. When he enters the battlefield, put 2/1 counters on another target creature you control. When he dies...
Proliferate.
Choose any number of permanents and or players, then give each another counter.
Of each kind already there, then do it again. Okay. Vorel.
That's a beautiful art.
Of the Hulklade.
It's a male folk.
Double the number of each kind of counter on target artifact. Yeah, yours is a counter deck.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Crystalline Giant. Oblivion Stone.
Oh, that would be for your Sphinx. Then we have a few of the typical lands.
What is that? Is that actually a land?
No, that's an
artifact. It's an artifact, okay.
But now the lands start. This reminds of Barovia. That could be somewhere in Barovia. Land.
Gavoni, funny you should say that Gavoni is a township in Innistrad actually, and that's of course Barovia, kind of, sort of.
Then we have the Burker's Charm, Fishy. That's why I have to
exotic pets.
And they create fish tokens, so that works. Generous gift.
Does it create an elephant? Yes, it does.
Grateful Apparition.
She looks like Kaya.
Yeah, I think it's probably her.
Yeah.
Skyship Plunderer.
Thrumming Bird. Wingspan Mentor.
That's a nice art piece, I have to say.
Devoted Druid.
Evolution Sage.
Wall of Roots. Bow Elder. Treefolk Shaman.
Then we have a Band Charm. Primal Empathy. Urban Evolution. Then we have the Signet Commander. Everflowing Chalice. I've seen as well.
The
Stone. Power. Soul Ring.
Swift Boots.
Land.
Okay, slowly now. These are the forest cards.
These are the forest cards.
Then we've got plains
then we have
again.
Plains, we know that one.
And islands, we've seen those before.
We've seen those before. And then
but you have a different forest and a different plains than we saw. We've seen this island before.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's a nice mix, although I'm quite sure I will quite quickly change both commander decks. Well, I will need to read through the cards and be quiet, but both have cards in there that mainly work with more than 2 players. So these ones I would exchange.
We've seen this before, wiretapping.
I still love the art, I have to say.
Yeah, it's great. It actually reminds me of those Call of Cthulhu themed board games, Eldritch Horror and so
exactly. And the Book's Charm.
Very nice.
Yep.
Stamp of approval.
With
Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until the end of turn. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls and destroy target enchantment or draw 2 cards.
That's quite nice. I have to say, that is really, really nice. Then we have, no, we are opening it from the bottom. Learning our lessons. And let's look at the theme booster. So, talk to the streets.
Take to the streets. Oh, it's a rhino card.
Oh yeah.
Dapper Shieldmate. Metropolis Angel. Boon of Safety. Broker's Veteran.
Something like that.
Discipline Duelist. Backup Agent. I think we've seen this one before.
Definitely.
Speakeasy Server. Is this a bird?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've seen her.
Yeah, we've seen this card definitely.
Darling of the Masters. I have her. Yeah, I unboxed her.
I still love it. The
it's
art
a beautiful
really nice.
piece of art.
Hey, there's a kitten in there, so obviously it's a beautiful card.
Celestial Regulator. Refuse to yield.
Safety again.
That's him in the ring.
I love
Underweight, underpaid, underestimated.
We had this
before, yeah. Swooping Protector. Speakeasy Server again.
Sparrows, Educator's Cat Citizen.
Okay.
Then we have Knockout Blow.
Civic Gardener.
I've seen that card as well.
Rocks Pummeler.
Cleanup Crew, we know that card.
Run Out of Town. Witness Protection.
That's interesting art.
Slip Out the Back. I was never here. Backstreet Bruiser. Broker's Initiate. Windshield Agent. Broker's Veteran.
And then we have the Broker's Hideout. With the Broker's Charm. There we have the Educators again. Revelation of Power. This is a lovely
Angelic Observer,
the art is really nice. Celestial. And the Scheming Fence. It's a nice addition to the rest of the cards, I have to say. So, then your turn for the last command.
Vampires are me. Okay, so it's Maestro's Massacre, blue, black, and red. And we also have the related theme booster. And of course, Vampires is me. But there I already know that I don't want to play with that commander. It's Angelo the Painter. He's got Death Touch, which is a good thing, but the first instant or sorcery spell you cast each turn has casualty 2. As you cast that spell, you may sacrifice a creature with power 2 or greater when you do copy the spell, and you may choose new targets of the for the copy. It's just not my thing.
I get that.
And we have the usual, we've got a life counter, we've got the tokens, and let's see what we learn about him, about Angelo, or Angelo the Painter, Hello. I mean, the art is amazing.
The art is amazing. So he looks like a nice guy.
Dagger, paintbrush, all the same to Angelo. That Maestro's fixer will tell you murders his muse. Reads every contract for the whole museum, but it's got to be real inspiring for him to give it his personal attention. Know what I mean? Still, all that hoity-toity, that's a long time since I've heard this word, paperwork's just moonlighting to bamboozle the common folks. He was Lord Xander's right-hand man long before the city was built, and he still is today. Must be hand-trained by the Lord himself for damn near centuries by now. So you want the best assassin in town? You call Angelo. All that time in the gallery must have gotten to his head, though, making him think he's some sort of artist, even if killing's way more profitable. The man can't resist a spiffy little flourish here and there. Says he's going to study for his magnum opus, trying to turn each crime scene into some sort of masterpiece. Some folks think he sets a corpse up so pretty, any bystanders wish they'd been knocked off instead. Call it art, a bit of hidden spectacle. Maybe he's trying to impress his boss or his darling daughter. Overkill if you ask the average fellow. But hey, vampires just like that sometimes. They do.
He has a daughter.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if she's in the deck.
I'm curious if she's in the deck.
Maybe this is her.
Maybe. Sorry for my arm.
Okay, so we've got Angelo the Painter. We've got a goat. That's some serious goat action going on
That's
here.
a cute art.
And a zombie.
That's not a cute art.
I've got a drake, yes, flying, and another zombie, a drake, and another zombie. Lightning Rager, token creature, elemental, 5/1, trample and haste. At the beginning of the end step, sacrifice this creature.
Okay.
What's on the back?
Oh,
the butcher.
The butcher again.
Elemental, token creature, elemental, flying, 5/5, and doesn't go away.
Elemental. Same again.
I've got a demon. And a beautiful one
that's
too.
nice.
He's very impressive.
Artist,
a copy.
copy.
Elemental, creature, token creature, elemental. Some kind of statue. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice this creature and return target card named Rekindling Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste until the end of turn. We like that.
The back.
Copy.
Copy.
Manifest creature. You can cover a face down. Okay.
Okay.
And a copy and manifest and a copy.
Okay.
So. This is never easy.
Definitely not.
Why doesn't it open? It hates me. This is even...
This side, and you need to pull like that.
Oh yeah, I do. So here we've got Angelo. And we've got maybe his daughter, Parnes, the subtle brush.
Honestly, it looks like his daughter. It would make sense.
Whenever you or a permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter that spell or ability unless that player pays 4 life. Okay.
You don't like that?
Whenever you copy a spell, up to 1 target opponent may also copy that spell. Okay, so that's the downside. They may choose new targets for that copy. Okay, but I would prefer her as my commander to him.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what we have. Extravagant Replication. Create a token that's a copy of another target non-land permanent you control, and then if she is there, you get to copy this as well. Flawless Forgery, Sinister Concierge. Yeah. Body count. Spectacle. You may cast a spell for its spectacle cost rather than its mana cost if an opponent lost life this turn. Okay, so basically if I do damage to you, it becomes less expensive. Dogged Detective. Make an example. Waste Management. I think we've seen this one before actually. Xander's Pact. Audacious Swap. Determined Iteration.
That's also, the art is different again.
Yeah. Spellbinding Soprano. Very nice.
We've definitely seen that card in our first unboxing.
Okay, so basically when I make her attack, I have to pay less for sorcery and instant spells and exile this card from your graveyard. Okay. For each opponent, create a token copy that attacks that opponent this turn if able. They gain haste. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. Activate only as a sorcery. The question is, does it attack the opponent and they get to block?
I hope so.
Cryptic Pursuit. Maestro's Confluence. Cyrix, Carrier of the Flame. I've seen this before.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Smuggler's Buggy. Clone Legion. Dig Through Time. Look at her claws. Drawn from Dreams. I've seen this card before. This was in the Bloomsbury one as well. Mystic Confluence. River's Rebuke. Splits Judgment.
Sander Splits? Probably.
Possibly. Zinder Split retired from officiating when she teamed up with O'Cown, but she still knows the penalties better than anyone else. Okay. Army of the Damned.
Oh, that's an amazing art.
Blood-Soaked Champion. I mean, that says...
Yeah, with the lightning in the back.
Damnable Pact. What's so damnable about a pact with a demon? I mean, that's what you do. Dread Summons. Zombies. Hex. I mean, it doesn't get more simpler than this. Hex.
Yep.
Except for this one blue spell. No. Puppeteer Clique.
That's a fun art, I have to
yeah, but
say.
it's also creepy.
Yeah, but it's really nice art.
Reign of the Pit. I'm loving these cards. Sever the Bloodline.
That's amazing. This in foil might look really nice.
Exile the target creature and all other creatures with the same name as that creature.
We don't like that.
And I may cast it again from my graveyard. It's a great card. Skyclave Shade. Woe Strider, that looks disturbing.
Yes.
Chain Reaction. Double Vision. Ooh, Rekindling Phoenix. Very nice.
That's a lovely card.
I give you Squee the Immortal.
The goblins, again,
Yeah.
we saw that last time. The goblins in the set are adorable.
You got to be pretty smart to live long as me, but not being able to die helps. Oh, okay, so he is immortal, that's why. Okay, Bedevil. Call the Skybreaker. I have no idea what I'm seeing, but what is it?
I don't know, but this art, look at her hiding her face. That's also impressive art.
Destroy target artifact, creature, or planeswalker. It's easy to get taken in by the spectacle to enjoy a bit of naughty amusement, but make no mistake, the cult of Rakdos is a danger.
What the heck? Instead of flying
Fish?
manta ray octopus
Thingy.
thingy. Well, it's an elemental, they can take any form.
She would be a good commander as well. Flying. During each of your turns, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from your graveyard. If a spell cast this way would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead.
Yeah, she would be nice.
And she's not expensive either.
Yep.
Mimic Vat. Twinning Staff. Okay, now we're entering lands. Cascade Bluffs. Choked Estuary. Darkwater Catacombs. Exotic Orchard. Foreboding Ruins. Shadow Blood Ridge. Smoldering Marsh. Sunken Hollow. Temple of Epiphany. A Little Chat.
We've definitely seen that card before as well.
Casualty 1. As you cast this spell, you may sacrifice a creature with power 1 or greater. When you do, copy this spell. Look at the top 2 cards so I get to do it twice. Comila, Glamour Thief. Legendary creature. Vampire Rogue, Haste. You can pay 1 and tap her to add 1 blue, 1 black and 1 red mana. Spend this mana only to cast instant and or sorcery spells. When Comila Glamour Thief dies, return up to 1 target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Maestro's Charm. Maestro's Theatre. Deep Analysis. That's really nice. Fact or fiction? That's the question. Frantic Search. Draw up to 2 cards, yeah. Ponder. That's a lovely card with the moons.
Yes.
Preordain. Talrand's Invocation. What do they have with those water creatures? Feed the Swarm. Woo. Rite of the Raging Storm. Another goblin. He reminds me of Legend. Have you ever seen the Swamp Witch? Arcane Signet, Commander Sphere, Dimir Signet, Fell War Stone, Is It Signet, Lightning Greaves. That's an interesting artifact. Equipped has haste and shroud. It can't be the target of spells or abilities. Okay, nice.
Equipped for nothing. That's interesting.
Rakdos Signet, Soul Signet, Wayfarer's Bauble again. I think you had that.
Yeah, this is really a valid option to add it to the Bloomberg as well.
Command Tower, Crumbling Necropolis, Grix's Panorama, Myriad Landscape, Path of Ancestry, Thriving Bluff, Thriving Island, Thriving Moor. And then we've got the normal islands, swamps, and mountains. I think, have we seen mountains?
I think we've seen mountain one.
And here is the full art island that comes with it. The swamp, and this looks crazy. I have no idea what this actually is. Is it the inside of a house?
It looks like the inside of the city, maybe?
Okay, so you mean these are multiple buildings? Because to me it looks like it's inside a building and these are walkways on the side, but I'm not sure. It's very difficult to make out. It's great, but...
I'm actually not sure. But it must be somewhere between the buildings, since they have a lot of skyscrapers.
Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the 2 remaining cards from the Collector Booster teaser. Fabian, Boss's Confidant. Isn't that something you had earlier? A possible commander.
Yeah, it looks a bit familiar.
And a land, Waterfront District. Very nice.
That's a nice one in foil.
Yeah, okay, cool. And then, second to last, we've got the new Capenne theme booster, the Maestros. And then we've got one more which we're going to split.
Yeah, because it's I don't know why there's a 5th theme booster.
Especially since this color combination doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's a black, red and green combo where there's no start or anything like that. But we'll take it. There will be cards for each of us.
Were there starter decks for this?
I don't think so.
You know,
or at least you couldn't get them anymore.
Yeah. I mean, what I would like to see would be theme boosters for Bloomborough based on tribes. That would be brilliant.
So like an otter theme booster or a bunny. Yeah, would be nice. They will not make it that easy for us to get a deck together.
Illicit,
Wait, sorry, just trying.
Illicit Shipment, Midnight Assassin, a vampire, Run Out of Town. The owner of target non-land permanent puts it on top of bottom of their library.
You definitely already had that one in one of your decks.
An offer you can't refuse. We've seen this one. Join the Maestros. Fake your own death. Sleep with the fishes. We've had this before. Grizzly Sigil. Maestros Initiate. Join the Maestros again. Maestros Charm. It's a Fatal Grudge. Ooh. Body Dropper. Devil Warrior. It looks familiar.
It looks familiar.
Make Disappear. Rogue's Gallery again.
Card.
Waterfront District. I think we saw this in foil.
Yeah.
Roof and with an alternate art.
Waterfront District. Yeah. So the foiled version you just got.
This looks a lot like this scene from the original Blade Runner when he's outside the house. Rooftop Nuisance. Unlucky Witness. Expendable Lackey. We've seen this before. Big Score. Rob the Archives. Light them up.
Item updates to damage to target creature. Planeswalker, we don't like her. Yep, we don't
Tramway
like her.
Station. Fatal Grudge. Body Dropper again. Make Disappear again. Rogue's Gallery. Waterfront District. Rooftop Nuisance.
I might need to steal one of your Rogue's Gallery.
Of course.
Just because it's pretty. Because I don't need black, but
you have it, don't you?
I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, you can have one. I mean, no problem at all. Expendable Lackey. Big Score. Rob the Archives again. Fake. There's a lot more doubles in this one.
Yeah.
Fake your own death. Cut for the profits. And that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we've got one more.
So the last one we have is this big guy.
Mm-hmm. He's an ogre.
So let's see.
The Riveteers. Or maybe the Riveteers are the 5th faction, but they simply didn't get a commander.
Yeah, that might be. We will never know because I can't open the box.
5 minutes later.
So let's see. What do we have? So, first one.
Sticky Fingers.
Then
Stimulus Package. We've seen this before. Quick Draw Dagger. Body Dropper. Pyre Sledge Arsonist. Mayhem Patrol. Antagonize. Forge Boss.
We've seen a card before as well.
Plasma Jockey. Ready to Rumble. Racer's Ring, we've seen this before.
There we
Again,
have,
the Body
we have a
Dropper.
lot of body droppers.
Fatal Grudge, we've seen this in mine. Gerda Goons.
Ogres.
Ogre Warriors, okay. Can't remember seeing this one.
Black Rogue Creature.
Sticky Fingers just now.
Yep.
Pyre Sledge Arsonist. Mayhem Patrol again.
Okay, if they're doubles, at least it's easy for us to split up.
Masked Bandits. Isn't that the... Is that the raccoon guys that we saw in a different...
Not sure. It's very...
But it's raccoons and it's very dark.
It's very,
although
very
it's not
dark.
it's not even a foil, but it's almost...
Well, it's in the shadows, but yeah, definitely raccoons. It's 3 of them, so... Then we have Chorus Briefcase. Extract the Truth. The High-Rise Jack we've seen as well. With this question now. Oh, that doesn't look nice.
Oh, Viashino Citizen. Okay.
Wrecking Crew.
Dusk Mangler.
We have Strangle again. Extract the Truth. Inventory Employment. Plasma Jockey. Riveteers Overlocked, it's a land.
Arsonist.
With Sticky Fingers again. We have the Daring Escape again. Riveteers Initiate again. And a little Stomper.
The Topiary Stomper.
At the end. A Plant Dino.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay,
we'll
brilliant.
Split them up.
We will split them up. So this was the unboxing of the new Capenne Commander decks and theme boosters.
Yep.
And next time we're gonna show you the collector boosters.
Yes.
So until then, bye.
Bye. Ich weiß nicht, wo ausgeht.